Good evening and welcome back to Queen's Club East Court for the 2025 British Open Singles. The last match of the day coming up here, we have John Lumley against Claire Fahey, both looking to book a place in the quarter-finals with a match against Levi Gale on Thursday. I'm Benedict Yorston, and joining me in the commentary booth is Mr. Sammy Legg.
Hello Benedict, how are you doing, mate?
Doing very well. It's been an excellent day's tennis here at Queen's Club.
It has. It's been a reasonably dominant performance from all of the expected winners. On screen now is world number 2 John Lumley, first seed for this event. Touring professional from the Racket Club of Philadelphia. John is looking to add to his 4 Open titles.
Fresh off, the US Open. Triumphing over Camden Riviere with a bit of a comeback victory, winning in 5 sets, and of course then once again challenging for the World Championship, coming through a semi-final, a final qualifier against Nick Howell, and then challenging Camden. Camden, of course, absent from this tournament, meaning that John takes that #1 seed and we're looking to add a British Open title to his prize cabinet. You can see here some of his recent matches.
Star-studded lineup, with also Pete Dickinson. Love you, Pete. Mama's opting not to travel to the UK last year to play this tournament, but having appeared continuously since 2018, with the gap for COVID, of course. Hasn't won this tournament since 2021, 4 years. Playing against him today is Oratory Senior Professional Claire Fahey.
Yeah, seed one versus seed 1 here. Although obviously Claire being seed 1 in the women's side of the tournament, but also straight into the main draw on the men's side as well.
Yeah, Claire Fahey playing 4 tournaments this week. Seeded 1 in the doubles and the singles of the ladies. Straight into the main draw of the Open Singles and Open Doubles with Lewis Gordon.
Her second match, of course, having come through reasonably straightforwardly in straight sets against Zach Edel, whereas it'll be John's first match, although obviously both these players plenty of time spent on courts here at Queen's Club over the years.
Claire Fahey's prior accomplishments, not to be understated, as seen there in the display. She's won just about everything on the ladies' side of the game for the last 15 years.
So we see here her recent tournament records: rounds of 32s, rounds of 16s in recent years, losing to eventual finalist Nick Howell in the 2024 edition. We'll be seeing if she can get herself into a quarterfinal here today, but a tough ask, obviously, with the world number 2, the leader of the World Championship race and US Open champion, John Lumley.
Matches there going all the way back to 2002. Real throwback to the British Open under-12s.
That is some excellent statage. British Open under-12s round robin 3-2. I believe that format at the time was a timed match, so I believe you had about 20 minutes to play as many games as you could, which, I mean, arguably it's more tactical than a best of 13 set World Championship, because you could get down the service end at 2-love up and hit high faults for 5 minutes at a point.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
since then, Claire's managed to add a few trophies to the cabinet, and is currently playing off her best ever handicap. So in theory, playing the best tennis of her life as we speak.
How close do you think John is to his best ever handicap at the moment?
I am not a soothsayer, mate. I'm just a lowly commentator on this.
If I say the name Ben Gatenbeek 3 times, he's going to appear in my ear and tell me very shortly.
It's a good thing we don't have to draw anything in blood to get that going. He's helped us a lot.
Right, ladies and gents, welcome to the round of 16 of the 2025
John was at his best ever handicap until playing in the pros tournament at Aiken, when a certain Mr. Robert Fahey took A little bit lower again. Here we go. John Lumley at the receiving end. Claire Fahey to serve. Lovell.
The 5 sets. Claire to serve. Lovell.
Bit of a loosener as a first point. John finds the penthouse. Claire finds a hazard.
It's pretty tight from John, first 2 points.
Well, apart from the main ball onto the penthouse.
He managed to make up for it.
No, you're right, it was an excellent volley in that shot.
Yeah.
Lovell, hazard worse than the second Garrett. Love, chase better than a yard. Off it. 30 love. Oh. $15.30. All up, John.
The other titan of real tennis streaming, Ryan Carey, is in the live chat, quite rightly appreciating Ben's excellent database of matches and junior competition between these two. Well, Lev Yashin is also tuning in. Hello.
Game.
Classy.
Beverly's 1 game to love.
Everyone should hit a double-handed backhand volley.
So far, I think we've seen a trend today of the
15 love.
the seeds choosing not to beat around the bush when it comes to these matches. Do you think we can expect more of that?
30 love.
I think so. I think it's quite likely that we get a straight sets victory here, just because of the calibre of John. It's a tough draw for Claire, because I think there's lots of other players that she'd have a really fantastic chance against in the main draw. But if you're drawing the #1 seed, you're always coming up against it a little bit. But she'll be very much up for this.
Marking today is Rackets Assistant Professional and accomplished real tennis player James Medlow.
Is that the right order that we want to say?
It's his official job title.
Score is 40 love. Receiver leads. Chase the line.
Of course, Seacourt boy.
That's a lovely pick up from Claire there. John just missing the main ball dead on. Claire popping it under the gallery. 15-40.
Chase 2 yards.
Yeah, I think John's going to be treating this match as the as seriously as he will be possibly for his next 2, possibly next 3.
With 40-15, server leads. Chase 2 yards.
That's a great serve from John.
You can't ask for a much better high serve than that.
Next game, 2 games still up. Oops.
Bit of a grin from John there as he ran back to get that one. The man just loves running around a real tennis court.
Love.
Yeah, very businesslike from John here, looking to stretch into a 3-love lead.
John knew he was going to struggle to get back to that one.
It's a good calm head from Claire. It's quite hard sometimes when your opponent's right up at the net. You almost inevitably seem to hit it straight back to them. But she put that one nice and tight to the sidewall, and John could not get all the way back.
Takes a great deal of discipline to check where they are and hit it around them.
So let us know in the live chat where you're watching from, who you're supporting. I suspect there's support across the pond for Mr. Lumley and plenty of support from Oratory as well for Claire. But let us know who you're backing and what you think is going to happen here. Good put away from Claire there, slightly overhit cut volley from John. Finds the main timbre. But that is the game. It's 3 games to love to the #1 seed.
Wow, that's unlucky.
15 all.
One bounce and flush. Not a whole lot you can do about that.
Are you catching that or letting it go to chase half a yard with 1 chase pending?
Question for you, Benedict. I wonder if Claire has consulted Rob on tactics for how to beat John in this match after John and Rob's last meeting in Aiken.
I suspect they might have chatted about it.
Penny Lumley viewing from the Dedons. Former ladies world champion, ladies doubles world champion.
Yeah, a lot of
multiple open winner.
A lot of ladies opens in the room today.
Second gallery.
Lovely bit of control there from John. Dead centre of the T&RA logo.
Game still up.
I believe it's just the 76 Open titles shared between Penny and Claire. Both here this evening. Watching on and one on court. And 77 counting Josie Tan as well. How many have we got between us, Sammy?
Might take a while to count. Hang on. It's none. It's none.
Do we count the under 18s French or?
I think not.
That's a lovely manual dead on there from Claire. You can hear the crowd liked that one. They want a tight match this evening. First dead on of the evening. And a great way to ball to get 1 and 2. There you go, Claire firing up a little bit. We've got a manual dead on, we've got to chase 1 and 2. 30-15 in this game. Should be looking to get on the scoreboard.
Great opportunity to get one back. Here.
And up here in the high galleries we have oratory assistant professional Henry Hemman, who I suspect is supporting Claire in this one. Affirmative nod.
Just a cheeky 76 Open Championships in frame.
Oh, that's fantastic tennis.
John coming off better on that one, but Claire will look to take this one. Left. Nervy first serve and first shot of the rally there, I think, from Claire. Wasn't sure whether to hit it or leave it. Oh my god!
Oh, what a rally! What a rally! The dummy on the return of serve from John, and a fantastic volley finish from Claire under the winning gallery.
What a dig. Pretty good from the world number 2.
Joins the dead on party.
Oh, it's a great shot. Inches above the net.
Claire finding some excellent retrievals and winners there, but John's main wall dead on, and indeed his cut volley. Both starting to look pretty ominous.
There we see the definite first fake from John. And that
great
amazing
volley.
Wow, look at that. Fist pump to celebrate. Necessary, I think. John always looks very compact on court.
Very streamlined as well.
Yeah. Aerodynamic.
And that is the game. That's fell and lost the chase. So we've got 5-1 John Lumley looking to close out the first set here.
That is
such a good rally. Claire's found the bando. John's hand so quick. Almost sent it flying into the grill. He does take the point. And another great point, the world number 2 is moving pretty well out here on the Queensies court.
That's great tennis.
There you go, fantastic. Main wall dead once again from Claire. It takes quite a lot to find a winner past John Lumley. She's got another one.
Fantastically cut ball down to the backhand side, producing 2 great short chases.
Main wall dead on, 2 great chases. Should be looking to add this game to the scoreboard.
Oh my goodness, that's filth.
So fast.
Wouldn't it be nice if you or I could do that, mate? John on court. Always working harder.
It's actually it's partly his position on the court as well, which is he was up at chase 3 and 4, even pushing 4 at the point that Claire hit that. So he's just got that extra couple of milliseconds to react to the ball. Well played. Oh, that's fantastic hitting from Lumley. Beats the chase 1 and 2. 2 main wall dead-ons, both on target. The second one finds the netting.
Bringing up 2 set points.
Worse than a yard to beat there.
Chase off. Huge call from James Medlow. One chase, 40-15.
One chase, 40-15.
One chase in game point. Yeah. John, I think it should be noted for the viewers at home. Pay close attention to how well he moves up and down the court, not just the speed which he changes direction side to side. As he brings up his first set. It's an impressive start. Looks very comfy. Very good ball.
30.
Great tennis.
30 love serve.
Nice little statistic there showing that John's service points won up in the 80s percentile. Tells us exactly how good he is at retrieving everything from this service end. It's great aggression from Claire turning inside that one. As we see the stats from set one. John there with a fairly dominant performance.
Interestingly, both players aiming quite a lot for good chases towards the back of the court. As you can see, their average chase length there of chase 5, chase 6. We've had some better than 2s, 1 and 2s. So neither sort of chipping galleries in quite the same way that we saw, especially this morning's first match with Mr. Shinkman and Mr. Vanek. So different tactics there. But we'll see, obviously, if I feel like the more likely one to perhaps change tack on that front might be Claire wanting to try and dominate down the serving end, because John, as we said, so hard to deal with from there.
John brings up his first of the second set. That was Lewis Williams-esque off the back wall.
Yeah, John's turn to turn on a backhand here, forehand.
It's great tennis.
Great shot there from Claire, finding low main wall base of Tamba. It's unfortunate there for Claire because she did everything right. Excellent serve, putting John under a lot of pressure, but he just makes you play one more shot every time.
That is utterly brutal. Another flush back wall for John. Claire opting to take the stroke again. Even that so-called loose shot from John, high back wall, was spinning so much it jumped right out to Claire. Ever so slightly out of position, didn't quite rattle off the winner that was necessary.
It's going to be a little bit frustrating. She found two great serves, put John under a lot of pressure there. He's hit a loose shot, he's hit a flush back wall, and she's changing ends down in this game.
Yeah.
Winnable first chase though, tough second one.
Worse than 6.
Worse than 6 to attack first.
40-15, chase half a yard.
Benedict, have you heard about the half-yard Hall of Fame and Hall of Shame?
I can't say I have. Do enlighten me, Sammy.
2 games to love.
Well played.
I believe the Hall of Fame and Shame of half a yard exists on Giles Doy's Court Stats website. It's a
30 love.
collection of data of people who've beaten half a yard on the floor and left chase half a yard on the floor.
Yeah, it's good tennis. Claire throwing her hands up. Perhaps a little bit of frustration that she didn't find the gallery earlier, but she's got it now. Make that 2. Do you feature in either of these camps on a Hall of...
I have no statistics in top-level tennis, so no. I believe the current leader of the half-yard Hall of Shame, those who have been beaten chase half a yard on the floor, is Ben Taylor Matthews. I cannot remember for the life of me. If the Oracle NREs could do some research on that, that would be wonderful. I can't remember who the Hall of Fame winner is. The person who's beaten chase half a yard on the floor in tournaments the most.
Towards 30 love, receiver lead, chase the last gallery.
That's a very nice finish on a gallery. I will say that Claire's demi-pique in this second set, she's really found an angle that, although you're not going to get 3 points from John, it's getting her into every rally, which is the idea.
That'll do.
And another hazard to beat last gallery. And once again, you know, the serve getting her into each rally.
Claire still throwing the hand up in apology for the fortunate net tape. Yeah, you're right, Benedict. Claire's really managed to find the second bounce right on the band over these past few demi-PKs.
Great finish inside the timbre there from Claire.
News just in from the Oracle. Current leader of the half-yard Hall of Fame is Chris Chapman. However, joint leading the Hall of Shame is Chris Chapman and Ben Taylor Matthews. It's a great rest.
Do you think Ben had that on his CV when he applied for Washington?
You know, I think probably not, mate. See.
A bit of a feature in the galleries, Mr. Henry Hemman, wearing a baseball cap backwards inside, for reasons known only unto him.
always frustrating when that happens. It feels so much worse when it goes in the winning when it doesn't count.
I think at least the fact it was on chase worse than a yard might help soften the blow. And that will definitely help soften the blow. Really fantastic chase set once again on the floor from Claire. Worse than 2. Big point here. Juice, 2-all, 2-love.
Great tennis.
That is really fantastic tennis there. Claire holding her hand up again, I think, for a slightly awkward bounce that John had to deal with, but she takes the service end again. A couple of really excellent rallies. You see, tough one there to judge whether you could leave it for a hazard. She plays it, and she gets a much better chase as a reward.
There you go, and that.
Such a great compact volley there.
Yeah.
So strong into the corner, gets the chase 2. Worse than 2 and 2. Juice. What do you think John's going for here? Beating it on the floor or going for a dead on?
I think it's a coin toss at worse than 2.
I think he's cut volleying this into the forehand corner. He wins it off the floor in the backhand corner.
Receiver chase 2 yards.
Okay, maybe this one's a coin toss.
Chase off, fell 2 yards.
Such an excellent bit of improvisation there from John. He's in such an awkward position from the tambour ball, but he knows if he gets enough height on it, he can get it deep in the court. He's got to chase off. Still his advantage.
That is class.
Fantastic volley from Claire. Once again, that serve just getting her into the rally, getting a slightly more manageable return from John. Pulls it back to Juice again.
What a rest.
Yeah, great pickup from Claire in this corner. John takes the gallery.
Great floor play from both players there.
I think that's the shortest chase we've had so far today. Unlucky there. Here we go.
Here we see that chase off call at chase 2.
I think Medley got this one spot on. Let's see. Well marked.
Well marked.
Well marked. I mean, obviously the marker is always right, but in this case, especially so.
Yeah, I think that one's definitely definitely called the 2 line there.
Service advantage, chase the door.
Here we go. Winnable chase. Advantage Lumley, but chase the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Level is 3 games to love.
Well put away there from John, and it's 3-love in the second set. A little bit loose from John there. A couple of balls in the penthouse. unlucky. It was good hands there from Claire. There was a couple slight late timbers that she read, which she managed to adjust to, but a good bit of disguise at the end. And John brings his service points 1% back above 80% again.
Unlucky. It's good hands to get a racket to the ball there, but that one's sailing just high of the temp.
The first high serve that John hit today was absolutely perfect, flush on the back wall, but it's just putting those a little bit shorter. Just letting Claire attack them a bit more. Oh, that's fantastic ball striking from both players, both hitting beautifully clean volleys. John then finding a just missed timbre.
Love the cheeky backhand force from Claire there.
And chase 1 and 2. She is not going to go down easily.
John showing there. He's extremely strong, retrieving deep in the forehand corner. Can't imagine that was popping out much further than worse than 1. As we see that stunning rest again from just before. Just goes from being, well, yeah.
You see such
great backhand
marginal
force.
Differences, because that ball there that he's just hit at the end was about a centimetre different to the one earlier in the rally. But the one that caught the timbre, Claire was able to middle back, but missing by that margin, always going to be very, very hard to read, let alone pick up.
Yeah, absolutely impossible to get a racket on that one if you're moving backwards or stationary in the court. Even tough if you're moving towards it.
Here we go, advantage Lumley, but chase 1 and 2. Cut side wall from Claire. But
It's fair to say that one was going to get better than 1-2. As John extends his lead to 4-love in this set. Claire just getting caught out a little close to that forehand half volley. Claire's going to be really fuming at that one. She knows as well as anyone else that that ball cannot go in the net.
That's unlucky. Claire did well to get around that first one and get it back to the backhand corner, looking for either winning gallery or down the battery wall there, but just drifted into the hazards. shot down the line, bang in the middle of the grill. Crowd like that one.
John here, 2 points for 5 love and has the door. For our 103 viewers on YouTube right now, hello, wherever you're tuning in from. If you're extremely keen on real tennis in Australia, you may have woken up early. But to all the Americans, welcome. It's nice to have you. Sorry, 107 viewers, unheard of.
Five games still up.
We've gained some excellent vocal supporters of Claire Fahey in the top gallery here.
Slightly more muted applause for John's winners at the moment, but I think that's quite natural when you've got an underdog. The crowd tends to look to support them.
Wow. John conceding chase worse than a yard. It was an impressively tight ball from Claire there.
Yeah.
It's been some very good support here today at the Queen's Club in both the Dead On members bar up here on the top gallery and obviously on the live stream. Do get yourself down over the next few days if you're around London. Still tickets available to come and watch some of the quarter-final action, the women's singles draw, the doubles draws for both tournaments. Come and see some top quality tennis now that us choppers have all been knocked out.
Chase the last gallery. Worse than a yard.
Once again, the word businesslike could probably be applied to John Lumley here as he heads 2 points away from this second set. Glorious grill there from Claire to add to her winning gallery. Unlucky there, it was such a great bit of defence on the previous couple of forehand volleys. Just dropping into the net on that one.
I wonder, Benedict, if this racket that Claire's currently using was the one used by Rob yesterday in his match against Josh Dodgson. It looks very similar.
Nice bit of improvisation from John there, boosting it short, and it brings up his first set point of the second set. Oh, that's very well played from both players there. Excellent leave from Claire onto the penthouse. She finds the winner, just missing that tambour. Brings it back to deuce. Set point saved.
Oh,
it's so good from both players.
Buy tickets to see British Open second round. What a rest.
Millimetres away from taking her first game of the second set there. Just snuck into Hazard's second gallery.
Right, sorry for the interruption, ladies and gentlemen.
And Claire does take that game, so it's 1-5. She's getting fired up, the crowd's getting fired up.
1-5.
It's just great length from John there.
15 love.
John here with 3 points for the second set. Great rest again.
Miles Hember in the chat. The rest in this match are fabulous. So impressive to see how both players are showing such fantastic technique, and the scoreline does not do justice to the quality. I think that's absolutely right. We've seen some fantastic rests today, some games that have been very, very close, which Claire will be happy about, but she would like to see a little bit more of that reflected in the scoreline. But yeah, both players retrieving fantastic and finding some really excellent winners as well. So here we go, John has his second set point. Better than second gallery. And that is the second set, and with that I will hand over to Mr. Robert Schenkman to see you through the rest of this match. Thanks very much, Sammy.
Thank you for having me, Benedict. back, Shanks. Join us for the final set of this match. Sorry, definitely not the final set.
So yeah, it looks fairly dominant for John.
This has been an impressive performance. As have all of the second round matches today.
Oh, just creeps over. But yeah, while I was meeting a client, actually doing my work for the day, aside from on court, looks like Mr. Lumley thoroughly dominant. 26 points to 11 there on the second set stats. Not many targets, right? I think it's been quite a thin day for targets.
We see the actual set 2 summary rather than the set 1 summary from before. I have a feeling that Medlow might not be recording all of them, but yeah, it has been a relatively thin day for targets.
Is Jimmy on this one, is he?
Yeah, Medlow's in the Marcus chair.
Server, stage 5 and 6.
Lost it. That's unlucky.
That's a frustrating way to lose that point.
Hazard worse than the door.
Oh, Lummers.
Claire opted for max power on that return. Love it.
One ball.
Good option from Claire.
We haven't seen many particularly short rests recently in this match, Shakes. It's all been good exhibition stuff.
Well, like, what do you expect with Lumley, right? He's just an absolute machine. You can pretty much give him any ball and he'll probably get it back. I mean, there's very few people better at getting that ball over than that. So, yeah, he's fantastic.
Chase the second gallery.
Lost it on the floor. Wow. Back edge last.
Juice.
Good shot from John.
Advantage.
Wow. Wow.
Juice.
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed about John is how good he is at dealing with a second bounce on the penthouse.
Yeah, in the warm I noticed that his backswing is incredibly compact. He doesn't take it back an extra time as a lot of people do.
He's just so accurate. That was a good force as well, holding it slightly, so shaping as if he was going to go main wall and yeah, firing it into the backhand side of the dead on. Big crowd as always to watch Mrs. Claire Fahey.
One game to love.
Oh wow. Collector's item. Henry Henman's going to keep that ball.
15 love.
It's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
30 love.
To have that option from there would be dreamy. I think you can only count people who've got that
40 love.
in the bag on one, maybe one and a bit hands.
Oh.
Stroke.
That's so tight.
He's actually done really well to get a racket on that.
15,
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
They're doing so well there, just not quite enough to win the point.
No, that's the first game in a while that hasn't gone to juice as well.
Tough bounce. Amazing how well Lumley's able to cut that ball
15
off.
love. Love.
I think Claire will be her own harshest critic on that one.
Shot. This is brutal.
Yeah.
40 love.
Feels like I did in Aiken when I got double bagel by him. Wow, what a great shot.
40 love.
Fantastic. Lummer's service points one, just dipping below 80% there. It's been hovering around those low 80s mark for the entire match. It's been impressively dominant from the service end from Lummers. He just finds a way to get that thing over the net.
Yeah, he's awesome. I think you feel like you're in a game a little bit, but in reality he's in complete control of literally every rally.
Yeah, yeah. You feel like you're playing really well because you're in
Chase 1
super
yard.
long rallies, but you're not winning the important points, that's for sure.
That's another one. Dead on.
Game. 3 games still up.
John just extends his lead to 3.
So clever how John was able to shorten the grip on his racket to get enough whip behind it to cut it.
Chase 1 and 2.
It's great quick thinking.
Fault.
It's a good line.
15 all.
As an observation, there have been a lot of chase 1 and 2 calls in this match as well.
Wow, great length.
Western 4.
Yeah, I think that short one is often overlooked as an option from the receiver's end. Such a great option to pull the opponent up the court. Getting a bit of slide action going on in the forehand corner on that shot.
Mr. Lumley does like his traction. He likes to be grippy on court.
Oh. .30-15, chase worse than 4.
Oh, that's a good ball.
30 all.
Lev Yashin. You don't know who that is. So Lev Yashin was the only footballer to win the Ballon d'Or for best player in the world. The only goalkeeper, sorry.
Oh wow.
At some point in the 60s. So yeah, he was known as the Octopus
4 games to love.
for the Soviet Union.
Yeah, I had an inkling that he's the guy that wears the flat cap, isn't he? I know the stories, but not the names of the faces.
So I wonder who that is on YouTube. Wow, unique way of finishing the point from Mr.
Yeah.
Lumley.
That one slowed down quite a lot off the battery wall.
.30-15. Oh. .40-15.
Looks a bit like Claire's starting to feel the pressure and go for a little bit more.
Dave,
A few too many in the net.
5 games to love.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Shot.
Take the last gallery.
I can imagine with this kind of retrieving on the other side of the net, it just must feel like an enormous mountain to climb.
I can tell you from personal experience, Sammy, yes it is.
Last.
It's going in.
Oh, that's a good ball. Great retrieval.
If I had a pound for every time we'd said that.
Just good hands. Oh, what a volley that is as well. Amazing.
40 love, 1 check.
As John brings up 3 match points with the chase last gallery. Slightly off topic, Shanks, but have we got a view from the Hazards podcast in the chamber?
In the chamber, not quite.
For 40 love receiver lead, takes the last gallery.
Match point Lumley.
And that will do it. Mr. Lumley proceeds to the British Open quarterfinals unscathed, 6-1, 6-1 at 6 love. He will meet Levi Gale on Thursday. Valiant effort from Mrs. Claire Fahey. Great tournament from her. Another last 16 appearance. Fantastic to see. But yeah, and that concludes our action for the day, guys. 4 quarterfinals done. 3 sets in each, and we'll be back for doubles, ladies singles. Plenty of action tomorrow. We got the match summary, so not too many targets hit.
Fairly convincing, but took 1 minute longer than the singles match between Fahey and Dodgson yesterday. Please join us tomorrow for action on both courts at the Queen's Club, starting at 9 AM. Both courts. 12 o'clock midday, both courts. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My name's been Sammy Legg. I've been joined by Rob Schenkman and Benedict Yorston in the commentary booth. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow.